Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Career Wisdom Job Tips. The topic of today's program is how to become as an achiever, step part 2. The full form of STEP is STEP. S stands for student's role in become as an achievers. Then T stands for teacher's role in molding their students to become as an achiever. E stands for employer's role once they finish up the entire studies and they groom themselves as an employee or a brand ambassador, how employers can mold their employees to become as an achievers. And the final one is P stands for parents role in molding their kids to become as an achievers, how each and every parent can make sure their kids or their kid can become as an achiever. So this is the step part 2, wherein I'm going to talk about the teacher's role in molding the students to become as an achiever, right? So let's get into topic. And if you are visiting this channel first time, I request you to kindly like this channel, share this video with your well wishers. And if you are a teacher, and definitely I request you to share this video with other colleagues of who are working in the same school or other schools. At least they can easily take some inputs based on our 17 to 18 years of an experience as a successful parent, as a successful teacher, as a successful student, as a successful employer. So I'm going to share certain tips for teachers, how they can mold their students to become as an achievers. Because teachers need to make sure, because I think every students, most of the times 7 to 8 hours span of time they spend at school, either physically or either virtually, right? So that's the maximum time what they spend with teachers. So it is in the hands of the teachers, or the contribution towards the society would be at most or at maximum from the teacher's side. So there are certain tips and certain inputs which I'll be sharing it with you respective teachers and principals, headmasters, anyone who is in the teaching profession, to mold their kids or their students and show them a way how they can become as an achievers. And the definition of achievers would be each and every teacher has to really work on the initial seven alphabets, actually seven alphabets of an English, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the seven alphabets actually. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the only seven alphabets which each and every teacher has to make sure that their students are working on it. Now I'll get into detail. What is what these seven alphabets are. Seven alphabets starts from alphabets. Alphabets. What is alphabet? There are total 26 alphabets are there in English. So alphabets, the initial words or initial alphabets, anyone is working on it, they can become easily the achievers. A stands for achievements. A stands for achievements. And A stands for achievements. So the seven alphabets, the first alphabet is A, stands for academic achievements. Each and every teacher has to make sure their students, there is no compromise. The first one is your foundation. You have to study hard, you have to study smart, you have to study hard, study smart, but there is no any compromise. You need to make sure that you need to make sure, as a teacher, as a mentor, as a coach, to make them understand the importance of the education. There is no compromise, no compromise in the education. So you need to make sure that every student has to get good marks, good percentages, good CGPS in their education, in their 10th class or 11th class. Everything boils down from 10th class onwards. It doesn't mean that if you're a teacher in a class 5th or 6th, if any teacher is there from LKG, UKG, class 1, 2, 3, 4, any teachers who are watching from any class, They take these inputs and make sure to pass on this message to those students, as these seven alphabets plays very important role. The first of alphabet is A, stands for academic achievements. There is no compromise. Each and every student has to work hard, study hard to get good percentages, good CGPAs. That's the first alphabet. The second alphabet is the business achievements. Business achievements are a professional achievements. I am sure in every school, in every class, there are some or other project should be there. If I have seen my kids when they were in a class 2, 3, 4, they used to do some projects on the science on chart papers. This is my science project. This is my Independence Day project. This is my geography project. This is a history project. So whatever they do it on a chart paper, and whenever I used to visit to my kids school during the parent teachers meet, I could see they have posted, they have pasted the same thing in one corner of the classroom. So those are the projects, those are the paper presentations, those are the simple projects during the school days, class 4, 5, 6, 7. So teachers not only direct the students or mold the students to get good academics and everything, parallelly they have to show them a way how to put the theory into a practical thing in the way of an assignment or in the way of project, in the way of a paper presentation, right? The third one is a cultural achievements. So teacher has to understand this and take care of it. Whenever any students are there, they have to make sure that academically these students are sound, they're getting good percentages. But along with academic achievements, they have to make sure they're doing seriously projects or assignments. The third one is cultural achievements. In every school there will be annual days would be there, different small indoor games competitions would be there, outdoor game competitions would be there, sports day would be there, or there is 15th August celebrations would be there, 26th January celebrations would be there, or teachers day celebrations would be there. So I wanted to dedicate this video especially for all the teachers. And really, I would say at this point of time, happy Teachers Day 2020, because you are the backbone of every country, because this profession is so lively, because you people are making all the students to realize what exactly need are, and you people are going to lay their foundation, whatever the profession they get into it, either they can get into a government side or a private side, or they become an entrepreneur, or they become a teachers, or they become an army people, or NDA, whatever they become, you are the people who lay the foundation first. So again, once again, happy Teachers Day 2020. I'm sure you are watching this video, and make sure that whatever the different inputs I'm going to share it with you, you take those things into account. I'm just sharing my experience as a teacher, as a mentor. The same thing I want to share it with you people, because I know you're doing your best efforts in terms as a teacher profession, but just giving you these inputs so that you can make sure whenever you meet your students, not only to groom themselves in the academic side as an A as an academic achievements, B as in a business achievements or a professional achievements, wherein you're going to talk about different projects, small technical projects. Then you are going to make sure that each and every student is participating either in an indoor game or outdoor games, or a solo song, group songs, or 15th August flag hosting ceremony, or some or other way they need to participate in it. Because by participating in extracurricular activities, students try to slowly mold to become as an extroverts. That's the need of the day. Every employer or every management expects that kind of an extrovertness into the student's life, right? Then D stands for how different your student is. You need to make sure your student is different. That's a proud moment every teacher feels, right? So you have to make sure how your student is different, because you know your student well. With the same happiness, with the same confidence, you have to understand how your student is different. So it is he or she scoring good marks, not only marks but doing projects very well. Oh, not only projects but doing their extracurricular activities very well. And this person is really different. How? What way? Is it something on a personality they're different? how they dress, how they walk, how they talk, how they present themselves, how they interact with the teachers, how they interact with the parents, how they interact with their colleagues and everything. That thing. So A stands for academic achievements. You have to make sure. B stands for business achievements or small assignments, summer assignments, winter assignments, and everything. Your students are taking it seriously. C stands for cultural achievements. They're participating in indoor game or outdoor game. D stands for how different they are. E stands for what kind of enthusiasm these students are having, what kind of efficiency level, what kind of energy levels these students are having. You have to every time, pump up the energy levels to make sure, hey, someone is going to sing a song for me. Yes, I'm there. So that kind of energy levels are required nowadays, not only to sustain, but you have to grow into your professional life. Right? So after E, that there is a F alphabet. F stands for how flexible you are. I want only in breakfast, only in idli. No. I want only puri. No. See, sometimes you can have those things when once you are at a home. That is okay. Parents can understand that. But once you're going out for your further studies, or once you're going out for searching for a job, things will not be like that. How you it used to happen at your home. So you need to be flexible. All right. So what kind of flexibility is there? You can get up at your home might be at 9 o'clock in the morning, but once you joined as an employee, sometimes your office timings are 9 to evening 6. Sometimes you have to report at your office by 8 o'clock, so you need to get up early. So that flexibility I'm talking about. Sometimes you need to stretch as an employee after a certain period, after years, after 10-15 years, or after 10 years, you need to stretch your time at the office. So that flexibility is required. Home life is different as compared to your practical professional life. So you need to have that. And G stands for goal oriented. Teachers need to show them how they can design their goals, how they can design their short term goals, how they can design their long term goals, and how teachers can help them. So teachers need to play a very important role, very vital role in terms of explaining these seven alphabets, seven first seven alphabets of English in a simple way. A stands for academic achievements, B stands for business achievements, all the projects and everything. C stands for cultural achievements. D stands for how different you are. E stands for energy levels. F stands for flexibility. G stands for goal oriented. I'm sure I tried my level best to share this information, this piece of information with most of the teachers in different platforms. It could be different schools wherever I had been as a guest lecturer to share my experience and those things. I tried my level best to share this piece of information as much as possible. So I wanted to share this information to most of the teachers. Then I thought, okay, YouTube could be the platform where it could be easily passed. This message can be easily shared with most of the teachers or most of the people who can take the essence out of it and start working towards it. So I'm sure the all the teachers who viewed this channel, if you have visited this channel first time, I'm sure you like this inputs. So if you like the inputs, please press the like button, and I request you to share this message with your other colleagues, with your other teachers in your same school or in your other school, to spread this message like a fire, so that everyone can become as an achiever. Everyone is the achiever. Every student is an achiever there in their field, but the major contribution would be from the teacher's hand. So I'll close this session by wishing you all the best once again, and wishing you happy Teachers Day 2020. I'm sure you're playing your role 100% and do well. Good luck and take care. Bye bye.